Hey everyone, it's Rob.
And Michelle.
And we went on a little bit of an adventure today. Michelle found a lot down in Massachusetts for 75 bucks. So we got all this stuff. You'll see some pictures flash up. We're pretty excited about it. We're expecting most of these to be kind of commons. We did see some top-loaded cards in there. This binder we know has some Nolan Ryans and Cal Ripkens. No idea what's over there. We have some that are even named with people's names. So that could be exciting. We'll give you an update after we go through so many boxes, let you know where we're at. We're going to clear all this away. Anything else you want to add, babe?
No.
This is totally a Michelle buy here. I helped a little bit, but this is a majority of hers. And so I can't wait to see how we make out. 75 bucks. Let's see how we do.
I'm taking it up higher. I'm taking it up higher. I'm taking it up a mountain. It's time to jump. My eyes got flickering flames. Up to the sky, make it rain. Breaking the frames, breaking the chains. Ain't nobody holding the reins. Turning it on, trigger the bomb. I got the world in my palm. Staying calm.
All right, so quick check-in. We just did the blue clear tote that had a lot of loose cards and some top loaders, and so we're going to run through. First, we've got these 3 jumbo Donruss 86 cards: Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, and Ricky Henderson. This is another hit stack too, but these are some of the bigger ones. So Michelle's going to show us this. 1955 Topps Bob Keegan. It's a little bit hammered, but that's pretty cool. Dwight Clark top sticker. Jim Palmer. Sean Alexander Fleer rookie. O.J. Simpson Hall of Fame. We got a couple of those. Barry Sanders and Christian Okoye rushing leaders. Randy Johnson serial numbered to 150. And this is and then we have some football cards from the 50s.
Sorry, the sticker was stuck.
Oh, yes, that's was it, babe?
It's all in French.
Yeah.
It's a hockey sticker.
So I'll have to
we're
look
going
that
to
up.
check that out. And then these, you started talking about.
Yep, these are all football cards from the 50s. So these are also in pretty rough shape, but I'm interested to see if any. I've never heard of any of these folks, but if they're good. Also, too, we got a box from, I think it's
Top.
Yeah, 88 Topps maybe.
Okay.
And I know that these on the back, if you cut them out, you can get them graded, and the hand cut ones can be pretty cool. So we're gonna do some research on that. And then also there was a special Super Bowl collector's edition book. So it looks like it's special Super Bowl AFC champs, NFC champs. So it's the Broncos and the Niners. So you got Jerry Rice in here too, John Elway. See, there's the Jerry Rice right there. So Joe Montana. I think you got another Joe Montana in the back as well. No, Steve Young right there. So plastic container number 1. I got some pretty great cool things. And what are we doing next? We're going to do the binders and see what we get out of those?
Yeah, I think the binders would be good.
Yeah, we think there might be some really good hits in the binders. So we're going to move on to that.
1 hour later.
All right, so after going through binders, Michelle had this page here full of Nolan Ryans, and then it looked like someone was trying to build like a 92 top set in the rest of her binder. So there's some Hall of Famers in there too. Mine was more of a collecting certain stars. So there is some modern cards, but there is a lot of older stuff. Older Cal Ripkens. We got some older Ozzie Smiths. We got a second-year Clemens, third-year Clemens. I got some Boggs, Eddie Murray, Paul Molitor. Like, we got some old Joe Morgan cards, Pete Rose, like just a whole bunch. Schmidt, like all of the stars from the 80s, basically. Robin Yount, lots of older Robin Yount ones. Some Ricky Henderson cards.
Pitches as we see Ricky. Yeah, go ahead.
As early as 82. So my binder was full of Hall of Famers and early 80s to mid to late 70s. And Michelle got the Nolan Ryan page with a 92 Topps, like most of a set. So that was what was in those binders. So You open Leo and I open Luke, and
good.
we're gonna. Okay, so the named boxes were actually kind of like set boxes, right? So I had 92 Upper Deck, not a complete set, but I did get like a Tommy rookie, Sean Green rookie, some Barry Bonds cards, Kenny Lofton rookie, Pat Mahomes rookie, Matt Stairs rookie, and Jim Tomey by himself rookie. Also, came across this card of this guy that for no good reason I absolutely despise, David Wells. He's played for my Yankees. He threw a perfect game, and like thanks for that. But like I really don't like him, and I don't know why. So see you bye. And then Michelle, tell us what you had.
So I pulled some All-Star Game cards which have Jordan in them. They're not individual Jordans, but he's in all three of those cards. So that's cool because Jordan hits. And then boop, boop, boop. Hit stack here. It's all 91, 92 Fleer. But, you know, our normal hit stack guys. There's Charles Barkley, Dikembe, David Robinson, Clyde Drexler, etc.
Right on. So on to some more boxes. All right, we are back.
Yes.
And man, this was a labor of love, was it not?
5 hours of sorting through cards.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. So you'll see we did some updates, obviously throughout part of the evening, and then we just kind of settled in to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. These are all like star cards.
Oh my god! Wow!
So we did pretty good with that. Over here to the left, right by Michelle, is 3 stacks of cards that are just old cards
Why are you so old?
that we want to check the value on. And then right here, we have kind of what we settled on is our best of the best holy shnikes thing. So I spent some time putting them in soft sleeves and top loaders. There's some cards in here that are so big you can't put a soft sleeve around them. Or if you can fit one in there, you can't get them in a top loader with a soft sleeve.
Where's my money?
All right, give him his money.
Jesus Christ, he's tiny. I've had bigger chunks of corn in my crap.
Actually, there's that box over there,
Yeah,
babe.
let me show this real quick.
Yeah, Michelle had this on her half of the lot.
So they are all unopened packages of Donruss. I can't remember what year. I think it's 88.
I think you're right.
Plus the puzzle pieces. Oop. I think I opened it backwards. That's why.
Yeah.
It was upside down.
So we were up till 2 something in the morning, our time doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We slept late enough where normally I'm getting my morning email from God is Great, or we check in, and I'm usually messaging him back at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock my time in the morning. And today it was like 10 after 11. It's holy cow. So want to go through our super big things. So we found these Pee-wee's Playhouse tattoos. Like, I don't know, I was an 80s, 90s kid. So that was kind of neat. I don't know if they go with anything or whatever. And if they don't, we'll give them to our grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Also, again, as we showed you on the updates, we've got this box bottom, Nolan Ryan, Ricky Henderson, Mike Schmidt, and then Kent to Colby. So obviously 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We're going to cut these out and see. We'll see if they're worth more single or as a box bottom. We got these Donruss 86 jumbo cards, Gwynn, Boggs, and Ricky Henderson. And then we had the Super Bowl cards in the special thing, all in their set. So We'll check up on those as well. I expect at least a couple of those to be pretty good. Michelle, you want to grab a part of the stack and share some of what we have?
Sure.
I have our top 5, I think, in there.
So active batting leaders, George Brett, Rod Carew, and Cecil Cooper. George Brett and Bill Madlock, batting leaders, 1976. Willie Stargell, Willie McCovey, Herbie Puckett.
That's a gold medallion. And on those previous, the Stargell and all those, when Michelle was pulling those last night, I asked to hold them to make sure they weren't reprints because they're in such good condition. Unlike some of these.
Yeah, some of these. So these are some of the really, really old ones that we found. Do you remember what year they were, babe?
I don't. I'll grab this one and look too.
So yeah, we have several of these. Bob Keegan. We got some more. Oh, go ahead.
Dick Bielski. I think they were like 56.
Yeah, I think you're right. George Brett and Bill Buckner, Pete Rose, Cal Ripken, Joe Morgan, and Vida Blue.
And then, I guess I have the stack upside down. I'll spin it around. So we had Don Sutton, Raleigh Fingers, that's from 78, Vida Blue from 78. This cool Kirby Puckett hologram card. The old Jim Palmer, that was in the top loader when we got the lot already. Ernest Jackson and Eric Dickerson, rushing leaders from 84, so that's 85. A Barry Sanders All-Pro that Michelle pulled, second year. Jim Thome, star rookie card from Upper Deck. Bo Jackson, I'm sure Fight on 52 has like 1,000 of these things. Dream Team 1990. Starting lineup, Pete Rose, baseball greats. Ozzie Smith, Padres from 82. Joe Morgan All-Star, and Tom Seaver from 78.
1980 Ozzie Smith, more Ozzie Smith, Paul Molitor. I'm not sure who that one was. Bo Jackson, sorry. Pete Rose, Scottie Pippen, which was, I believe, the only Scottie Pippen I pulled.
I think you're right.
Deion Sanders, Buck Martinez, Don Sutton, Robin Yount, Fred Lynn. We got 1981 team leaders. Sean Kemp, that's a really nice card. Carlton Fisk, we talked about that just maybe going in our PC because it's such an epic shot.
Yeah, and it's the Fleer rookie card to complement the Hoops rookie card. You can move those back if you want.
I just keep bumping them because I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
I do. So we got Andre Dawson All-Star, Tim Raines All-Star, Robin Yount All-Star, Gary Carter All-Star, Steve Carlton All-Star. All these are in great shape too. Corners are crisp. I mean, the only way they might not get a 10 is being off-center, but like the surface is great too. Raleigh Fingers, Rod Carew, Bobby Bonds, which when she pulled that one, I was like, Bobby frickin' Bonds?
You pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel.
Holy cow. And then Michelle pulled these as well. She was the pole master, Lady Luck, as you guys know. Jordan there. I think that's Clyde Drexler, actually. And then Jordan right there. And now Michelle is going to reveal our top, I believe it's top 5.
Now, this is the one that's a sticker, right?
Yeah.
So we have this Dwight Clark sticker, Barry Sanders, and Christian Okoye, rushing leaders, 1989. All-Star George Brett. The
That-
Juan Gonzalez,
Yep.
which is the error.
Yeah, that's the reverse negative Juan Gonzalez rookie card. That's pretty valuable. And then Michelle's big pull of the night.
Michael Jordan.
In like amazing condition. Amazing condition, guys. Like,
Story time.
when she pulled that out of the box, out of like what she was working with, she had no words. Like, she just made lots of sounds. It was fantastic. And of course, Michelle would be the one that pulls Pippins and the Jordans, right? So yeah, overall, I think for $75, I think we did pretty good for ourselves.
Oh yeah.
A lot of these older, like mid 70s to early 80s baseball cards are in super great shape, and I'm really excited too. I know those 50s cards were pretty hammered, but
they're 50s.
yeah,
They're from the 50s. Like at that point, I mean, obviously you want as best shape as you can find, but we're not going to complain to get cards that old.
There's no crying in baseball!
exactly. And it's nobody that I recognize names for, but that doesn't mean that they're not carrying some sort of value.
Exactly.
If you recognize any of those names or any of those older cards as being something that's kind of like, aha, like, throw it in the comments and let us know.
What surprised you too? Let us know.
Yeah, I know this surprised me a lot. I was becoming a little disheartened, even though we had had some really great hits up front, because some of the 92 stuff, I know there's Derek Jeter rookies in there, and we saw like the Jason Kendall draft picks, and we saw this draft pick and that draft pick, but no Derek Jeter. And then there was like the 1990 stuff, and it's like, well, I have every 1990 card under the sun except for Frank Thomas. And I got like 7 Sammy Sosa Fleer rookie cards, you know, but no, no Frank Thomas. We did pull a couple Mo Vaughn rookie cards, which is weird. Don't usually ever see those. But and while I was in the middle of my feeling sorry for myself because I hadn't had a big pull in a while, Michelle pulls the Jordan, and I think I made noises as well.
Enjoyment noises!
I also didn't expect this because, again, it felt like whoever had these cards before, A, collected a lot of specific players, and B, kind of knew what they were looking for like bigger ticket items. That's why there were no Jeter rookies in there. And I told Michelle, I said, if for nothing else, going through all these Donruss 90 cards, if I pull the reverse negative Juan Gonzalez, like, that'll be...
It will feel worth it.
Yeah, it'll feel worth it. And this thing is like really well centered. And I can tell you by all the other Donruss 90 cards that I went through, they were like assaulting my hands with how sharp the corners are. So I'm really excited for that. Looks like it's off center on the back, but on the front it looks really great. I remember this George Brett card being worth some serious cashola, in great shape. And the surface on this is as well as good. The centering looks to be pretty good. It might, yeah, I can't find anything with that one that I don't like. Second year Barry Sanders, and have it be a rushing leaders card in great condition. That's awesome. And then the Dwight Clark sticker. I mean, dude, that dude scored the game-winning touchdown in freaking Super Bowl. This is from 1985 Top stickers. So, yeah.
And there we go.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Give us your thoughts on what we showed you. And if we hit any other super crazy big ones, we'll do a separate video. So like, share, subscribe, and tell all your pets to tell the other pets at
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
My eyes got flickering flames. Up to the sky, make it rain. Breaking the frames, breaking the chains. Ain't nobody holding the reins. Turning it on, trigger the bomb. I got the world in my